Bug Implementer.
Welcome back to the daily practice sessions where we are going to learn how to code and how to use the Godot game engine at the same time. In this one, we are going to talk about methods. Methods are little code snippets that we can use in our scripts to access base functionality of a node. The developers of this engine prepared those little code snippets for us so that we can use them and that we do not need to reinvent the wheel again and again. What I mean by code snippets is literally code snippets that are prepared for us. We can look inside of the source code now from the Godot game engine. This is the GitHub page from the Godot game engine. The source code of the Godot game engine is public. You can reach it right here, github.com/Godot engine. And here we can literally look inside of those methods. We go to scene 2D, and here we go. We have the script for the animated sprite 2D. This is the class, the functions or methods of this class. And if we scroll down a little bit, we will find the play method. We will find it. Autoplay is playing. Play. Here, this is the play method of the animated sprite 2D class. This right here, what we have here, this line and this description represents this code snippet right here, from here to here. This is the implementation of the animated sprite 2D play method. The cool thing is we do not care about this implementation. What we do care as the users of the Godot game engine, we care for how to use this prepared code snippet. And this is what we are going to learn in this session right here. We are going to focus on the syntax. So in this one, we are going to learn how to call those methods, how to use them in our scripts. And we are going to learn a little bit about the different types of methods. So before we start using those methods, let's talk a little bit about the different types. We have methods that return a value. This method here does something and it gives us back a value that we then can use later. We have methods that do not return something. They have no return value. This is meant by void. They return void, which means nothing. And we do have virtual methods. We can find them in the node class. The ready function, for example. Those start with an underscore and they need to be overwritten. They are marked as virtual right here. This method is called by the engine. It can be overwritten to customize built-in behavior. So all of those, and there are even more, I think, we need to override, and we already kind of know how to override them because we did it with the ready function from the beginning of this series. There are methods that can take in parameters so that you can configure the method, and there are methods that do not take in any parameter. You can head over to HL. As we did in a earlier video, you can go to game assets and write in characters. And you can basically take anything you want from here, but I recommend you to use the night right here because it's free and we can use it for learning purposes. You download this. Yeah, it's really awesome. It's Matt's Pixel. Yeah, so really cool pixel art, I appreciate. I want you to import this, basically dragging this inside of your engine. You need to configure the texture filter and put it to nearest again so that the pixel art is not blurry. Then I just want you to add the animated sprite 2D node and save it as is. I want you to add a sprite frame resource and prepare those animations. Idle, walk, and let's say attack. Oh, 100 is a little bit fast. Idle walk, and I want to add attack. Go through the assets folder right here. I pick them with outline and then choose the corresponding animation. For example, attack 1. Try auto slice. Configure it. If auto slice fails, you have to do it manually. Add those frames. The same for idle animation. Auto slice, yes, it worked. Add those frames. The same for walk. Okay, great. It worked. Now we can test the animations by testing them like this. You can now make this bigger, holding shift and drag on those handles. Run the current scene, and you will see no animation is being played because we need to add a script right now. And ignore this little warning, by the way, here, because you should not move root nodes. We will come to this in a later section, but for now, just drag it in. It's okay in the middle so that you can see it when you hit run. Now you are going to use the virtual ready method and override it like this. And we are going to just call methods. And therefore we will go to the documentation, scroll down, and we will do just those methods. And you will start with get playing speed, get playing speed, run the project, everything works, nice. And now you have to look inside of the documentation, and when you see a return value right here, you are going to print it. So wrap a print statement around it and then play it. And if you get a value right here, perfectly fine. Now let's check out the next one. Scroll down. The next one is playing. Now go to your script. Is playing. It has no parameters, so we do not need to put something inside of those brackets. And it is returning a Boolean value, so we can print this out. Print, wrap a print statement around it, and print it to the console. False. Nice, we get a value. Great. We do not care what they do at this moment. The next one in the list is pause. We will just call the pause method. Pause. And it does not return a value, so we do not need to print it. In fact, we cannot print it. If we try to print this, we get an error like this, and we cannot even run the scene. So if they return nothing, we cannot print them, and we do not print them. The next one in the list is play. Play, we can call it like this. We can see, oh, it even gets played, nice. And then for this one, we have to check it out again. Play, the play method has 1, 2, 3 parameters we can configure the play method with. And we can, but we do not have to use them. But for this exercise, we will use all of them. So now you are going to go inside of those brackets, hit spacebar, and start to choose an animation. Do this ampersand because it's a string name. Then you are going to use the custom speed. Yeah, you put in a floating point value. Let's make it 5.0, comma. And now we are going to use this Boolean value, and we need to write either true or false. Let's make it true. And now we even see something which is cool. This is how we can call the play method with parameters. We only focus on the syntax. Now let's go on, play backwards, play backwards. And we can choose a name parameter for this to choose which animation is being played. Let's make the walk animation, play it, and you can see the walk animation is being played, and it is being played backwards. Now the next one on the list is set frame and progress. Let's use this. Type it in, set frame and progress. And it takes in a frame which is of type int and a progress parameter which is of type float. let's make it without even knowing what they want from us. Let's make an int value like 5, I don't know. And let's take a progress value of float, let's make it 0.2. Play it. And we do not see something, but we do not have an error, so we kind of did it right, perfectly fine for now. And we have another one, which is called stop, with no parameters, so we can call it like this, stop. And we stop this animation. So that's the practice. If you did this, you delete it and start again. Func, ready, and you start again with the list. Do not think about what they actually do, just focus on how to call them, how to write it down, how to put parameters into them so that you can customize the call. Repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. Yeah, to learn the syntax. This is what we are going to focus on this one now. As always, repetition is key. Have fun while practicing and do not overthink it. All you need to do and know by now is how to call those methods. And yeah, focus on the syntax. Have fun. See you in the next one.